Out where the oak tree stands tall by the creek, whispers your name when the wind plays its speak. Under the shade where we once shared a dream, now just a shadow as quiet as it seems. Memory cries like the old porch swing sways, each creak a story of brighter old days. Your scarf in the breeze, like a ghost in the night, a part of my soul tied to yours out of sight. The cabin stands empty on gravel lane in. I pass by sometimes just around the bend. Windows like eyes that have seen too much rain, watching the world but the views never change. Leather and lace left on that old wooden floor echo your laughter, but you're here no more. Saddles and memories, both weathered and worn. I ride the trails, but my heart is all torn. Memory cries like the old porch swing sways, each creak a story of brighter old days. Your scarf in the breeze, like a ghost in the night, a part of my soul tied to yours out of sight. By the light of the moon, I confess to the stars the pain of your absence, these emotional scars. Yet in dreams you return on that soft twilight's gleam, a whisper of love in the quiet stream. So memory cries as the sunset now bleeds into the horizon where my heartache recedes. Yet you linger on like the scent of the rain in the dust of the trail where my love remains. Letting go, letting be, but your echo survives in the twilight's last calling. Memory still cries. In the shadow of an oak, where the wild daisy grows, stands the old house on Prairie Bend, where in years of sun and snow porches creak neath my boots as I cross the haunted planks. Every step a story buried in time's unyielding banks. Old house haunts, whispering through the wind, echoes of you in the quietest I spend. The silhouettes dancing in the twilight's ember glow, holding ghosts of your laughter in the places we used to go. That oak's grown older, scarred by lightning's claim, just like my heart, branded by your name. The saddle sits dusty, your scarf's lost its hue, gravel roads less traveled since they last felt you. Old house haunts, whispering through the wind, echoes of you in the quietest I spend. The silhouettes dancing in the twilight's ember glow, holding ghosts of your laughter Each drop of memory in the storm's sorrowful flow. Might be time to ride on, let these shadows rest. Your soul's a settler, staking claim in my chest. Old house haunts, now I'm whispering goodbye to the echoes of us beneath this vast aching sky. As the sunset paints gold on our worn, fading trails in the heart of the wind, your memory prevails.
In the shade of the oak where the wild river bends, I carved our names under the sky so vast. Canyons sank with your cliffs so steep, where echoes carry memories I long to keep. Your winds whispered secrets through the rustling leaves of love as the mustangs we chase in dreams. Oh, canyon sank in your shadows, I dwell with the ghosts of the laughter, the tales we tell. The sun dips low, painting red on the land, my heart just a relic in the palm of your hand. These trails grow cold and the night starts to fall. Canyon sank, it's your name I still call. Now the cabin stands empty where once there was life. The porch still creaks like it speaks of our strife. Gravel roads lay forgotten, claimed by the dust, as I wander them slowly, fueled by my lust. For days long gone and nights too swift, when love was my bounty and your smile my gift. Oh, canyon sank in your shadows, I dwell with the ghosts of the laughter, the tales we tell. The rain falls soft on the window pane, like tears for the love I won't find again. These trails grow cold and the night starts to fall. Canyon sank, it's your name I still call. Beneath these stars, I'm just a shadow that roams in the silence. Your scarf still smells like home. Each whispering wind, each crest of a wave tells me you're gone to a love I couldn't save. Oh, canyon sank in your cradle, I've lain with the echoes of heartstrings strummed in vain. The sun dips low, my lament it will stand, a cowboy, a memory, a ghost in the sand. These trails grow cold and my heart starts to stall. Canyon sank, it's your echo I recall. Forever in this canyon where my heart sank with the sun, I'll sing to the stars about the love I never won.
In the shadow of the old oak tree, where our names were carved for eternity, the wind flew with her scarf so light across the plains into the night. watched the sunset paint the skies. Her laughter mingled with my sighs. In that quiet town where time slows, only the wind it truly knows. Oh, the wind flew with my heart in tow through dusty trails where wildflowers grow. Her whisper haunts these empty streets. In every gust that my longing meets, these gravel roads, they know my sins, where love ended and life begins. Oh, the wind flew with her touch so kind, left me a shadow 2 steps behind. Now the porch swing sways, but it's worn and gray, remnants of rain from a bygone day. The cabin empty like the echo of her voice in the silence. My heart's devoid. Each sunset bleeds into starless nights, where once we dreamed beneath pale moonlight. That oak tree stands, but the names fade as time claims the promises we made. Oh, the wind flew with my dreams so wild, through rugged paths once walked as a child. Her whisper haunts these open gates, in every shadow that my soul awaits. These fading trails, they curve and bend, where beginnings blurred into an end. Oh, the wind flew with her smile so bright. Now I'm just a whisper in the night. Love is a journey through storms and calm. Why does her memory serve as my balm? Across these lands my regrets are sown, underneath skies forever unknown. Oh, the wind flew and I tried to grasp the scent of her hair and our love's last gasp. Her whisper haunts this broken heart. On lonely trails we're worlds apart. These quiet towns, they soak up my cries, where the wind flew with her goodbye. Oh, the wind flew and left me here, holding on to love forever near.
Shadow of an age-old oak, where whispers cling to leaves, I found her scarf of faded blue, dance softly on the breeze. The wild land stretched vast and wide beneath the endless flame. In that quiet town of yesterdays, a memory called my name. Oh, the winds, how they wail through the empty cabin frames, and the trails I once rode, now just whispers in the rain. Each sunset bleeds in nights that I can't tame. Underneath the starlit sky, a memory called my name. Where the gravel road meets the horizon's end, I lost more than just my way. Her laughter echoed in the hills, a sound I couldn't say. The porch still holds our stories,
worn from time and pain. But the door creaks lonely melodies to rooms that won't explain. Oh, the winds, how they wail through the empty cabin frames, and the trails I once rode, now just whispers in the rain. Each sunset bleeds in nights that I can't tame. Underneath the starlit sky, a memory called my name. Across the creek, under the moon's soft glow, I felt her gentle touch. It's in the quiet solace where I miss her most. The silence says so much. The saddle sits untouched. The dust has laid its claim in the heart of a Roman cowboy. Burns a never-ending flame. Oh, the winds, how they wail through the empty cabin's frames, and the trails I once rode, now just whispers in the rain. My heart's a lonesome rider on a trail marked by her name. In every fading twilight, that memory calls my name. In the echo of old hoofbeats, forever she'll remain. As long as suns keep setting, that memory calls my name. Out where the oak tree shadows lay, long and quiet, I found her scarf blue like the prairie sky at dusk. We carved our names on the old cabin's wooden heart, where the porch creak stories and the wind spoke in hushed tones, and the rain washed away the trails we once rode side by side. Dust settles where our laughter lived in the silence my old heart's denied. Every drop a memory, a day I try to hide. The rain washed away, but not the tears I've cried. Those gravel roads, now overtaken by the wild, lead to the ghost of a garden where laughter bloomed. An empty saddle beneath the weeping willow waits for the fading echo of hooves, like whispers in empty rooms. The rain washed away the past we once claimed as our own. Dust covers the doorstep of dreams we built to stay under stars now seen alone. Every storm a chapter of love lost and dismay. The rain washed away, but her scent remains. In the quiet town, the old pub still knows my name. Barkeep nods in the glass, a man framed in flame. Did she ever look back, or did the rain cleanse her too? Am I the only keeper of the flame that we once knew? Yes, the rain washed away, softened the edges of my old cowboy ways. But in the folds of my heart, tightly bound, she stays. The rain washed away, oh, but not her face. As the sun dips low, in the dusk I pray. The rain washed away, but love, that love never fades.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, she laughed under sunbeams through the breezes that blow. We carved our names slow in the height of the wood, promised forever in that old neck of the woods. Her scarf in my pocket, her touch soft as rain, in that dusty old cabin, now silent again. Dust closed her eyes on the edge of the day. The prairie wind whispers, but she's faded away. Sunsets bleed red over trails she once rode. In the heart of the cowboy lies the weight of this old. Years tumbled like tumbleweeds past porches and gates. Her laughter's a ghost in the town that time ate, where once we danced close, only shadows now sway. The dust settled thick where boots used to lay. An old saddle empty by the door stands alone. Every creak in the board moans for love that's long gone. Dust closed her eyes on the edge of the day. The prairie wind whispers, but she's faded away. Sunsets bleed red over trails she once rode. In the heart of the cowboy lies the weight of this old. Oh, I've roamed far and wide under vast starry skies, but her whisper rides the wind through the silence it flies. Each town feels too crowded, every road leads me back to the dust-covered memories, the love that I lacked. Dust closed her eyes, and it's there she'll remain, bound up in the soil, in the sun and the rain. As the night curtains fall and the loneliness cries, with the dust in my throat, I'll remember her eyes. Though the trails all grow cold and the songs all unplayed, in the dust closed her eyes, where my heart's ever stayed. Guitar strum a farewell as the sky turns to gray. A cowboy sings softly as the daylight slips away. In the shade of an old oak tree, I carved a name so wild and free, under skies too vast to claim, by the porch where the lilies came. Your scarf danced with the prairie wind, in that dusty town where my dreams thinned, and the cabin stood on the weeping bend, where our summer love was supposed to mend. Hollow heart, listen to the crackle of leaves, saddles and memories bound by silent thieves. Every sunset bleeds a little of your light as the shadows steal the edges of the night. Now the oak tree's grown, the name's barely seen, the porch gave way like those visions in between. Gravel roads lead to towns with no cheer, and the cabin's empty, echo what's no longer here. Rain taps on the window like your fingers drumming soft, each droplet a reminder of what we've lost. Hollow heart, listen to the crackle of leaves, saddles and memories swept away in silent grief. Every sunset bleeds a little of your light, and I'm just a shadow lost to the night. Was it the wonder or the staying that tore us apart? Oh, the quiet of a promise breaking slowly in the dark. The echoes of your laughter, they haunt the dusty trails where my hollow heart listens as all else fails. The hollow heart listens, oh how it hurt, the unspoken goodbyes in the absence of words. Every sunset now steals a piece of my mind as I let go your hand into the fading light. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the creek sings low, we carved our names, young and bold, in the bark, whispering so. Underneath that heaven stretch, where wild horses roam, I told you dreams of dusty trails, not yet knowing about the roads we'd comb. But unspoken words, they burn like the western sunset's glow, leaving shadows neath my eyes where your laughter used to flow. And every gust of prairie wind carries whispers sweet and stern of what I should have said, for those bridges learned to burn. Now the porch creek's empty, where your scarf once danced and breezed, and the saddle lays forgotten with no one left to please. The cabin's bare as the desert's soul, the gravel road's been tamed, just echoes of your footsteps in a town that forgot my name. Unspoken words, they burn like the western sunset's glow, leaving shadows neath my eyes where your laughter used to flow. And
And every gust of prairie wind carries whispers sweet and stern of what I should have said, for those bridges learn to burn. Now where rivers run, the willows weep, and time peels at the barn, I learned that love's a keeper of the flame that never warms. Could those whispered winds, my darling, to your heart return? Or do they wander lost like me beneath the stars that yearn? So unspoken words, they burn like the western sunset's glow, fading trails and twilight's dust where our memories refuse to go. The night's cold blanket falls, the coyote lonely yearns for unspoken words that echo deep in the fire that always burns.
Out where the oak tree shadow lays long, by the creek where the wild winds have blown, I carved two hearts, yours and mine, in the bark, where whispers stay hidden 'neath stars stark. Footprints fade where we danced unshaken, on that porch by the hills God-forsaken. Storm burns like my heart tonight in the cold empty cabin's fading light. Your scarf in my hand, scent worn thin as the dust hushes the ghost of your grin. How the rain recalls every farewell in the whispering wind. I still dwell. Time turned those gravel roads, grew wide. The quiet town slept as something inside me died. Old laughter haunts the saloon's creaking floors, echoes of steps that aren't ours anymore. That old saddle now just gathers dust, like the memories succumbing to rust. Storm burns like my heart tonight in the cold empty cabin's fading light. Your scarf in my hand, scent worn thin as the dusk hushes the ghost of your grin. How the rain recalls every farewell in the whispering wind. I still dwell underneath the vast indigo skies. I reckon each star mirrors your eyes. The trails we blaze now overgrown in the wilderness I roam alone. Storm burns and I'm still reaching out through the shadows of doubt, the route of our old route. May the horizon where sunsets bleed hold you close, far beyond my meager creed. Every twilight, your absence I mourn in the silence after the storm. I still dwell. I still dwell.
out where the oak tree shadows lie long, on the porch of a cabin where the gravel turns to sand. There's a worn out saddle and a scarf you left behind, each thread a whisper of your hand. By the fading trails where the wildflowers dream, you danced under a sky so vast and still. In the echo of your laughter, the creek sings its old song. In that quiet town, my memory stood still. Oh, these hills recall your silhouette. Each sunset paints your face in its fiery hues. The wind still carries the softness of your voice. In this lonesome life, it's you I can't lose. Now the cabin sit empty, the doors creak alone. The dust settles where our stories were born. Rain taps on the windows like tears of the sky. On the nights too cold since you've been gone, those trails overgrown, the fields turned to brown, where we rode through dreams vibrant and wild. I roam with the shadows and the ghosts of our past. Every mile without you, every sorrow compiled. Oh, these hills recall your silhouette. Each sunset paints your face in its fiery hues. The wind still carries the softness of your voice. In this lonesome life, it's you I can't lose. Sometimes a man's heart is a wide open range where memories roam far and free. But tonight by the oak tree, where your laughter still lives, I'm as trapped in your memory as a soul can ever be. So here stays my heart beneath these endless skies, moonlight dancing on the path where you once lay. Oh, these hills remember, and so do I, in the twilight of my life, where your memory stood still forever and a day. Out past the hollow by the weeping oak shade, there's a cabin of memories where our laughter still plays. A scarf you left hanging sways gentle in breeze as the sunset paints shadows and my heart whispers please. Oh, the ghost bleeds in silence under skies vast and gray. Every whisper of wind seems to know what to say. This old heart rides the trails of what used to be, lost lost love, a lone cowboy, and dreams not set free. Those gravel roads knew us, now they're dust laden warm, like the saddle unused since the day you were gone. Rain taps on the old porch like the soft steps you made, while I'm here in the quiet where our past love's displayed. Yes, the ghost bleeds in silence under skies vast and gray. Every whisper of wind holds a word you might say. This old heart rides the trails of what used to be. Lost love, a lone cowboy, and dreams not set free. By the creek where we met, the water's still clear, but it flows like my tears, knowing you're not near. In the echo of hooves, in the rustle of leaves, I find solace knowing part of you never leaves. For the ghost bleeds in silence, and I ask every star, will this ache ever ease where your memories are? This old heart rides the trails, oh, eternally. Lost love, a lone cowboy, where you're part of me. In the whispers of night, on the breeze you still ride. Ghost bleeds, lone cowboy, with love undenied.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay, long on the ground, under skies that weave tales of azure and gold. There used to be laughter soft as a feather, now there's just the echo of the stories we told by that old wooden porch where the creek sings its chorus. You danced under starlight, scarf catching the wind, but the night grew cold, oh so bold, as silence like frost began to descend. Silence burns in this heart of mine, on lonely trails where the sunsets bleed. In every whisper of the pine, I find the ghost of you I can't set free. Dust swirls where your shadow fell, in this empty cabin built for two. Silence burns, oh it burns like hell, 'cause every silence whispers you. Years roll like the thunder across these plains, gravel roads worn down by boots and rain. The saddle sits untouched, its leather cracked and dry, just like the tears that once stormed from our eyes. Where did those promises ride off to? Lost like pebbles in the churn of time. Now only your scar, faded and blue, hangs on the post, a relic of what was mine. Silence burns in this heart of mine, on lonely trails where the sunsets bleed. In every whisper of the pine, I find the ghost of you I can't set free. Dust swirls where your shadow fell, in this empty cabin built for two. Silence burns, oh it burns like hell, 'cause every silence whispers you. first rain. Silence burns and yet now I see it's in the quiet I find your trace. In the rustle of leaves, in the chill of the breeze, in the lonely spaces of this endless silence burns and I burn too, but in the ashes I find some peace. For every silence that whispers of you brings a bittersweet release. Out where the oak tree's shadow wove forgotten trails, I found a scarf you left, a piece of you that never fails to bring back wild winds, whispering through the sails of empty cabins under skies that sadness fills. We danced on gravel roads, not caring for our sins, laughing neath the moon where my regret begins. Storm sank into the canyon deep, just like your love slipped through my key. Rivers of rain washed away what once was mine. In the echo of the old church bell, I hear your voice, a distant swell, haunted by the ghost of your sweet vine. And time's worn the saddle where you once sat by my side, now just dusty echoes in open spaces wide. The porch we built by hand now wears a coat of gray, each board a testament to dreams that slipped away. Sunsets bleed like wounds across the western sky. In the twilight hush I hear the coyotes cry. Storm sank into the canyon deep, just like your love slipped through my key. Rivers of rain washed away what once was mine. In the shadow of the lonely pines, I trace your face in the fading lines, lost in the wind like your sweet sigh. There's a calm in the heart of the storm, a truth no man can deny. Amongst the thorns and the battered brims, love's a tale that never dims. Beneath the stars I find my way through the whispers of the past, learning to hold on to the memories that must forever last. Storm sank into the canyon deep, love's a promise we couldn't keep, underneath the vast unyielding endless sky. With every step on this lonely ground, your memory's a haunting sound. On the wind I'll always hear your lullaby, in the storm that never said goodbye.
On the edge of quiet town, beneath the shadows of the oaks, she laughed while the porch swing danced to tunes we never spoke. That old scarf she left behind still dances in the wind, each thread a whispered memory of days that never end. Her goodbye died young on that gravel road where the sunset bleeds and the cold winds blow. I ride these trails along with
let the dust, her laughter echoes in every speck of dust. The cabin stands empty where we once dreamed aloud. Windows stare blankly at the encroaching shroud. Our love, like the leather of my worn out saddle, grew weathered and faded, lost in the battle. Goodbye died young on that gravel road where the sunset bleeds and the cold rains flow. I trace old paths where her footsteps wane. Under the oak tree, only silence remains. Oh, the oak tree knows how long I've stood, roots deep in sorrow, misunderstood. The horizon calls with its fiery hue, but every fading light just brings me back to you. Her goodbye died young, but her spirit flies over wild lands beneath these aching skies. I'll carry her song, a soft and lonesome sound, in the heart of a cowboy where true love is bound. On that old porch swing, I'll sway till it's found.
Stood in the back of the chapel pews, wore my cleanest boots, old Sunday blues. You walked the aisle in satin white while I hid pain behind polite. Your mama smiled, your daddy cried, the preacher spoke of groom and bride, and I just sipped my flask real slow, trying not to let my sorrow show. She married someone else today, and I just smiled and walked away. No toast, no tears, no loud regret, just memories I can't forget. I let her go like a man should do, but Lord knows I still bled through. I clapped my hands, I wished her well while dying quietly in my shell. Danced once back in 22 under fairground lights and sky so blue. She said forever, I said too, but sometimes always don't pull through. Now he holds the hand I used to kiss, and she wears pride, not cowardice. Guess he gave what I could not, a little piece, a better shot. She married someone else today, and I just stood too proud to stay. I drove off slow with the windows down, let my heart ache fill this town. She was my flame, she chose the rain, and I'm just learning to love the pain. So if you ask, I'll never tell. She married someone else. She married someone else today, and I still feel her drift away. But I won't beg, I won't complain, just raise my glass to love's remains. Let her believe I'm doing fine, even if I'm breaking lines.
and I can't dwell 'cause she married someone else. And I stood there like hell. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, down past the Caldwell old wooden barn, I found a scarf you left, faded and worn. On the back road burns under dust crimson yarn, whispers of you like the wind through the chaff. Each step on that gravel, a ghost of your laugh. Oh, how the quiet places speak of your eyes, like the storm skies over creek. In the silence of the wild, my heartache returns. Every sunset's glow on those back road burns. The cabin stands empty where you danced in the rain. Echoes of footsteps, I'm alone with the pain. The trail's overgrown where we once rode side by side. Nature reclaims, but my memories abide. The porch swing still creaks, a sad rhythmic mourn for dreams we built that the cruel time has torn. Oh, how the quiet places speak of your eyes, like the storm skies over creek. In the silence of the wild, my heartache returns. Every sunset's glow on those back road burns. But the rivers keep rolling, indifferent and deep, while I tether my tears where our memories sleep. An old cowboy's heart tethered to loss and a roam, finding peace in the thought you found your way home. So let the quiet places speak as I search the stars for the solace I seek. Though in the silence of the wild, my heartache returns, I treasure the glow of those back road burns. Yes, I live with the glow of those back road burns. Under the ghost of an old oak tree where our names were carved for eternity, the wind's a whisper of your soft sweet laugh on the path where you danced free from our past. An empty cabin by the creek's low bend holds the echoes of you, my lost friend. Each creaking board and closed up door speaks of the days when love lived here before. Now the empty bed fades in the twilight side. The stars don't recall who's wrong or right. I'm just a shadow in these windswept plains, chasing the dust where only silence remains.
Scarlet scarf you left behind on the old porch swing sways undefined. Gone like the laughter in halls that we roam. Now I wander these lands forever alone. The saddle's worn where you once rode beside, through the rain-soaked trails where our dreams used to hide. Now every sunset bleeds a shade of your eyes, and the night covers me in your soft, mournful cries. Still the empty bed fades in the twilight sigh. The stars don't recall who's wrong or right. I'm just a shadow in these windswept plains, chasing the dust where only silence remains. Oh, how the prairie grass sways and weeps beneath the heavens where your memory sleeps. I've learned that love is the wildest land, and hearts like ours were grains of sand. Yes, the empty bed fades, and now with the light, bound to the echoes of our sweet twilight, under the vast skies where I let you go, in the fading trails of the moon's soft glow. I'm the whisper of a cowboy alone in a strange, chasing the dust where nothing but love remains. Underneath the twisted oaks, by the bend where the creek fades, I found your scarf, a whisper light caught on a bramble's jagged blade. The sun was a low, mournful red, painting sorrows and shades so deep. In that silent glade where once we laid, now just shadows that weep. As the creek fades, so do those days, caught in the currents of old. The laughter we shared now echoes beneath the trees so stark and cold. And I wander on through dusk to dawn, with your memory my silent guide, like a ghost on the wind where the creek bends, where our love did once abide. Cabin's empty, the porch swings lone, the gravel road long untrod. Your laughter's gone with the fading dawn. The fields now quietly sod, where once rang our steps through corridors of green. Now only the call of a distant owl in the night serene. As the creek fades, so do those days, caught in the currents of old. The laughter we shared now echoes beneath the trees so stark and cold. And I wander on through dusk to dawn, with your memory my silent guide, like a ghost on the wind where the creek bends, where our love did once abide. The saddle sits dusty, the reins hang loose, the echoes of our past tied as the noose. But in my dreams I ride the trails where you ride beside, through storm, through wind, where the creek fades on that endless ride. As the creek week fades like the last light of day. My heart knows no reprieve. You're a song sung once in a world gone hush, 'neath the stars that gently grieve. So I wander on, a shadow at dawn, 'neath skies vast and wide, forever by the bend where the creek ends, where our love will always reside. In the silence the creek whispers tales as the oak leaves gently wave. A cowboy sings into the wind, his heart the land will save.
Shadow of oak trees, where our initials carved deep, stands an old wooden cabin where my memories see. The porch creaks under footsteps that echo a tune of days when the sun set at the dust of moon. Silence haunts the valley where we used to roam, in the whispers of the wind where I call you home. Each star up in that vast sky holds a tale left untold. Night air carries secrets of your love grown cold. We rode past the rivers, trails lined with gold. Your scarf in the breeze, bold and uncontrolled. But seasons turn sharply, as did your resolve. Now gravel roads stretch where our dreams used to evolve. Silence haunts the valley where we used to roam, in the whispers of the wind where I call you home. Each star up in that vast sky holds a tale left untold, and the night air carries secrets, your love grown cold. By the old weeping willow I let my heart speak, the saddle's worn leather, now frail and weak. Rain washes your essence from the earth it drains. Only the scent of pine lingers where my heart remains. Silence haunts the valleys where we used to roam, in the whispers of the wind where I call you home. Each star up in that vast sky holds a tale left untold, and the night air carries secrets of your love grown cold. So I wander these hills under skies vast and blue, with a heart heavy with echoes and memories of you. The silence will haunt me as I lay down to rest in the wild lands you love with
with you still in my chest.